So guys, we've got Michael Manring in today. As you can hear, my voice is just shot to bits, so I'm sucking on one of these. Obviously, if you've not heard Michael Manring before, he's just such an incredible bass player and a real innovator. We had to get him in to do something for Scott's Bass Lessons because we thought it's just so important to involve him in some way in what we're doing, because there's so much that you guys can learn from a guy like Michael Manring. Say hello, guys.
Yo.
What, are you busy back there or something? What are you doing?
Yeah, you talk to Joe's on. So yeah, so you can even start the thing that I really get excited about with this stuff is, this is not a complex concept in terms of conical, but it ends up, being pretty interesting.
Yeah.
You end up taking this basic idea, and if you kind of look at it for a while, you end up with some.
I don't understand. The thing to listen out for when Michael playing is this kind of, it sounds like a metronome that's sort of like a rhythmical popping that's.
Yeah.
So what, say like, obviously like, I know I've been listening to you for forever and a day, and you did the whole slap thing as well, and you're fantastic at it, but is that where that was born out of?
Yeah, I mean, I just love this idea that the bass is sort of, almost a percussion instrument, or can be a percussion instrument. Just so rhythmic. And I always thought, I love slap bass playing, but it always seemed like there must be more. There must be more vocabulary we could get in. So I'm always looking for different strokes, I can do. And I got really into this one, which is, it's stupidly simple. All I'm doing is muting this string, usually with my thumb, and plucking it, usually with a nail. You don't have to.
Right, okay.
A nail.
So your thumb's on the string and then you pluck in the...
So it's, by itself, it's completely uninteresting.
Yeah. Because when you said it was like, it's really simple, I was like, maybe that bit is, but no.
The trick is how it fits within the fabric.
Yeah.
And it's this nice sound. It sounds a little like a clave, so you can go. So I use it sometimes if I'm playing by myself and there's no clave playing.
Right, okay,
in a Latin context.
Yeah,
it's not real clave, but it has that.
The club is not playing enough, so you just...
Right.
So we can't have a club open there tonight. So I've got everybody covered.
It's just a matter of, how you're going to fit that in with other things you do.
Yeah. So what are you are you doing most of the actual note playing with the left hand then? Are you like hammering on or something, or are you plucking down there at the same time?
It's something I've been working on a lot. I have a whole kind of system that I use for this, and actually, kind of conical is so helpful for me. So I think of this in terms of conical. So I do kind of what we were talking about before.
Yeah. I
have this set of strokes that I use, and this is a work in progress. I wouldn't say it's completely codified.
Yeah.
And this is so Polisco is one of the strokes that my friends who speak Spanish came up with. Which is nice because I don't have names for a lot of these strokes.
Yeah.
And so I can make a cell of rhythms that go with Polisco, for instance. So this stroke, Polisco stroke, is nicely followed by this stroke. So I've got my thumb muting that string already. Yeah. And so that's a nice cell of two notes, or a tocca if you want. And then maybe I could add this to it.
Yeah.
So maybe that would be a cell of three notes. And really it's just about, putting these things together. So many different strokes. It doesn't even have to be notes.
Oh, my Well, got nothing to say. I've got nothing to say. That is insane. Fancy seeing you here, Nick. I thought it'd be cool if we got on camera just some, like a tip or 2 or 3 of like how you go around arranging a. Do you know when you decide on a piece? Hey, I want to do, I don't know, like whatever the piece is. Yeah. Like, where do you actually start in terms of putting it together? Like, do you just take the melody to start with, or?
You know, this may sound strange, but I think it's you know, you kind of have to start with the belief that you can do it. That you can do kind of, you got 4 strings, that's kind of all you need. So, and then you kind of have to, you know, work around that. So, kind of figure out, you know, the lay of the land, figure out what's possible, and then start to look for ways to make the arrangement work. And there's usually, you know, lots more than one. There's usually a number of things, and that's always nice if you're playing a solo arrangement. That, you know, if you can play the melody one way and then play the melody in a different format.
But you always sort of like, you've got some sort of like melody to work with, and do you change the key to suit what you want to do with it?
I usually do. If I because I really, to me, the resonance of the instrument is so important. That's really the main reason I change the tuning of the bass so much, is because how the bass resonates is really key for me. So I'm always looking for a key that makes the instrument really sing. Now that said, you know, if it's sometimes I don't do that. You know, if I'm playing a tune, like I played Stella by Starlight, and I played the original key. So that can be done too. But I'm always thinking about how things are going to resonate. You know, how the instrument's going to, what kind of mojo it's going to give off.
Yeah, because I suppose if you want sort of like to have that, all the open strings ringing out, then you've got to change key to suit that style of playing, right?
Change key or change tuning.
Yeah, or change tuning. Yeah, show the guys what this thing. You've got to see this thing. You might have
the glider capo.
Yeah. Like, let me just. Great. It's like this. Sorry guys, for my dodgy filming here. You got to see the back side of it. So it's. Is that focusing? Let's see if there you go. It's got a roller on the back side of it, and you were actually like, can you do that thing when you were playing and you were like moving it, weren't you?
Right.
While you were playing.
Yeah, it's made for that. So you're. Now you're mad. You got all your samples messed out. If I go up to A. Maybe we'll try D.
Anyway guys, so I'm going to sign off, and Michael's going to sign off. Bye. By the way, if you don't know what we've been doing here, we've been recording a course for Michael in New York for all you SPLers out there. It'll be coming soon, and so look out for it, and it won't be on this little point and shoot thing. Anyway, take it easy, bye.
Thank you, bye.
Whoa, 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 where are you going? If you haven't subscribed to the Scott's Bass Lessons channel yet here on YouTube, click the link, subscribe. I release 2 videos like this every single week. You can also check out our other videos over there, and if you've not checked out scottsbasslessons.com membership, check it out. You can grab your 14-day free trial over there.